Feeling of not being good enough really started to be pounded into my head. You're not good enough for this group of girls. You're not good enough for these guys. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Rebuilding in Recovery. If you are a returning subscriber, you are appreciated. And if you are new here, you are also appreciated, but I'm also going to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Tracy. I am your friendly felonious therapist. That is a psychotherapist in long-term addiction recovery. And I am here to help you break the cycles of addiction and generational trauma so that you can create an amazing life. Oh, and I really like it when you subscribe. Or if you are a what's in it for me kind of person, well, you will also be notified every time I put out a video, and they're pretty bomb videos, so you're not going to want to miss that. So there's also something in it for you, mister. Go ahead, do that real quick. Okay, so I realized that I have been here on YouTube for a few months now, and I have yet to really introduce myself, which is kind of why I'm here. So big fail on that one, but I'm making up for it now. So this video is actually going to be part of a 4-episode series where I take you through my whole journey from heroin addict to psychotherapist. So today I want to share with you how I became an addict. Now don't worry, I'm not about to dissect my whole childhood. But I do just want to tell you real quick that it was a good one. I had a very good childhood. I do not come from a family with addiction. I don't come from a huge background filled with trauma. I had 2 parents that loved me. I had everything that I needed. I had a safe home. We went on vacations. It was good. Everything was good until about middle school. And around middle school age, I started becoming really, really sensitive. I was always very concerned that I was going to hurt somebody's feelings. Sometimes even like inanimate objects. Like I would bump into the table and be like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to hurt you there. I also became very sensitive to getting my feelings hurt. And I couldn't help but notice that I never really quite fit in with my group of girlfriends like the rest of them did. They were all kind of like best friends with one another, and I was just kind of like this extra person that was part of the group. I never really had like a best friend. Of course, all my friends also matured a lot faster than me and got boobs faster than me. I mean, I'm actually still waiting on the boob thing. And guys liked them more than me. And a feeling of not being good enough really started to be pounded into my head. You're not good enough for this group of girls. You're not good enough for these guys. I also tried out for 3 different sports teams. 3 in middle school and did not make a single one. Bless my non-athletic little heart. You know, they say sports keep kids off drugs. Well, what about the ones that you don't allow on the team, Judy? And I know, like, looking back on these things as an adult, they don't seem like a big deal. Okay, I didn't make the sports team. That's not a big deal. There's a lot of people who have way worse things happen in their life. But when you are a young child, stuff like that really hits you hard. And all of those things combined really hit my self-esteem hard. And I began struggling with my self-worth from a very young age. And I think at that point, I subconsciously started looking for a place to fit in, a place where somebody actually liked me. And then freshman year, I found it. I finally found it. I found this group of older boys. They were seniors, and they all seemed to really like hanging out with me. And poor little me actually thought that that was for my personality. And whether it was for my personality or my looks, it really didn't matter to me because I was being accepted and that felt good. So I started smoking weed with them and drinking and partying on a regular basis. Later on, when I found out that they were really just hanging out with me like because I was pretty or for entertainment or whatever, there again was that feeling, you're not good enough. After high school, I got a job as a hairdresser. A few months in, my boss pulls me into her office and tells me, she says, Tracy, listen, I don't see you ever becoming a successful hairstylist. We're going to have to let you go. Again, there's that feeling, you're not good enough. And then I got another job and I met a boy there and we started dating and it was great until a couple weeks later when he left me for his ex-girlfriend. There it was again. You're not good enough. You're not good enough for that guy. You're not good enough to be a hairdresser. You're not good enough for your group of friends. You're not good enough for the sports team. You're not good enough. And I was sitting at my house one day feeling sorry for myself about this breakup, and I was drinking, trying to feel better because a depressant should really help. And I thought to myself, you know what? I need something stronger. And at this point, I had tried heroin a couple times recreationally. And so I got on the phone and I called the guy that I had got it from. And I said, "Do you have any of this right now?" And he said, "I'm in the city right now getting some. Come on up." So I jumped in my G6 and I sped off to Cincinnati. And that was my first city trip to get dope. And it's a wrap from there. And I'm going to share a detailed account of what my heroin addiction was like in my next video. I want you to really understand where I was in my past and where I am now, because I never thought that I was getting clean. I had very much accepted that I was going to die an addict. I was okay with that. In fact, I was ready for it. So I am amazed every day when I wake up in the life that I'm in now. And I want everybody else who is where I used to be to know that that is possible for them too. Thank you guys for watching. If I don't see you before then, I hope that you have a great Christmas and I will see you in my next one.